Hello everyone and welcome to Introduction to Form and Analysis. Yes, the title that I've given is different from the one that is actually posted with the video, but I did that on purpose because felt chances were that you're more likely to watch this video if it said how to pass than if it said intro to. So there's your backstory right there. If, because it's an introductory video, you do not want to watch it, you may click out of it, but I recommend going through to the end because some of this information might come in use later down the road. The one big thing about this video that I need to make clear is that I do not know how this class will look this year. I took the class last year, which of course the main difference is COVID-19. Because of COVID-19, our semester schedule is now a little different. Whereas we would have breaks, there are now none, and I've also heard that we will probably be getting out before Thanksgiving this year, so blessing, curse kind of thing. But I do not know how this class will look this year, so everything I'm going to say in this video, it's based on my personal experiences with this class, and I just want you to know that that may differ a little bit from what's going to happen. So just a little disclaimer there. So this class, of course, picks up on the heels of Mrs. Long's intermediate music theory. You will, if I remember correctly, have a little bit of review for this at the beginning of the semester, but if I remember correctly, it will not be like, you won't go back to halfway through Mrs. Long's textbook. So if you need to, I recommend, if you still have your textbook from Mrs. Long's class, looking at that, to help you in your review. Dr. Gray is very good about, double checking, making sure that you've got the stuff for in the early parts of the semester or at any point before moving on. But if you need it, of course, Mrs. Long's textbook will of course help you remember what you took in that class. And along the same lines, asking Mrs. Long, Dr. Gray questions, asking students who have taken the classes questions, that'll help. Because I say that because you need to make sure you understand what happened in Mrs. Long's class very well, because that is the building, literally where you will build off of for this class, for form and analysis. Now, one of the things that I need to probably share, because if you watch my other videos, I showed the textbook. I recommended using the textbooks even if you don't require them. I do not know what the textbook will be this year. I know I said that in my other videos, but we did not have a bought textbook for this class. When I took this class, Dr. Gray gave us the printed out portions of the textbook that we needed to read. He didn't give us the whole textbook, he gave us what we needed to read, which we kept in a 3-inch binder, which, here it is. Which, as you can see, I said 3-inch binder. I mean 3-inch binder, which some of my stuff is starting to come out there. This is full, which shows you about which probably freak you out if you haven't heard the stories already. But because he printed out the textbook pages for my class and the one before, and of course, I'm not sure if he's going to keep doing that this year, since we're going to ebooks and to iPads instead of physical textbooks, or I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see. However, one thing I need to say: if Dr. Gray tells you to get a 3-inch binder, get a 3-inch binder, or possibly a 4-inch binder if you can find one, because as you can see, mine was full. A 2-inch binder won't cut it, and you are going to need every bit of information that you were given to get through this class. So have fun. No. It it sounds scary. It sounded scary when I got ready to take it. And some of y'all who are watching this know a little bit. I really like music theory. It scared me when I started. You'll get through it, I promise. If you apply yourself, just like in Mrs. Long and Dr. Brooks' classes before this, if you do your homework, your readings, study for your tests. I got into trouble in formative analysis on one of my tests because I did not study. Don't be like me. Study for your tests. It will only serve to help you. And as with all your other classes, ask questions. Dr. Gray, he, not just playing favorites here, but he was one of my favorite theory teachers. And he is very good. And he is willing to answer your questions. He'll probably tell you more about that in class, but he will answer your questions if you ask them. And of course, Mrs. Long, Dr. Brooks, they'll be happy to help you if you have questions. I'll be happy to help you. And any of the other, I want to say there's like 3 or 4 of us who have had his formative analysis class. Ask us. We'll be happy to help you. Now, it's going to look weird, but just apply yourself to this class. Because this, though it might not seem important, it really helps. I did not understand a lot of things before I got into this class. Some of Mrs. Long's theory class, even though I passed the class, I still did not understand before I got into this class. And yes, I'm pointing down because my binder is down there. But this is a very important class. It'll help. I can't even. Just do your best. Again, homework is key, because I dare say even more so in this class than Mrs. Long's, you need to make sure you know what you're doing, which is where the homework comes in. So make sure to get your assignments done, hopefully on time, preferably on time, so that way you can move on and learn more topics. Because unlike your other 2 classes, if my memory is correct, you only have 1 semester for this. Yeah. You only have 1 semester to fit in this whole class. So it's not in your best interest to intentionally waste time by not turning in assignments or homework or whatever. It's just not in your best interest. Oh, one thing before I finish this video. He may still do this, but Dr. Gray has something that he does that is different from Mrs. Long and Dr. Brooks' classes. Well, aside from the Wednesday, Friday, and then the Tuesday, Thursday, separating. That's... If he does this, be prepared for a day or so before tests. Dr. Gray will have study nights before tests, or at least he did with my class and the class before. You will get together, go over the material the night before the test. He will ask you questions about the material. You will stay as long as I say as long as he feels like. You'll probably stay at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours or more. Do not skip those. They are worth every minute. Believe me. It's different from what you're probably used to from Dr. Brooks, Mrs. Long's classes, or any other class, but it's worth it. one night for a few hours. It really helps. He really helps you to learn the material. So, again, do your homework, study. If he does them, go to the study sessions, go to the study nights. He will make sure that you can do it. Do your readings, and just apply yourself in this class. So, I wish y'all good luck. Hope you'll have fun in the class, or at least as much as you can. I hope to see y'all around campus. God bless.